Okay, so these were the words that we learned in the last 2 days. Yesterday and the day before, we talked, we learned these words, even though, although, though, despite, in spite of, and enough. We made good exercises. You did a very good job writing and also reading. Today we are going to use them, but listening and speaking. So those are going to be our exercises for today. We're going to make a presentation. Yeah, we're going to stand up, we're going to give information, we're going to talk to the rest of the class about what? About the person we admire. I have a video here. This is just an example of people you can choose, for example. We have over here in this video that, let's say, okay, we watch it. And as you could see, here is Steven Spielberg. He's a film director. He makes movies. We have J.K. Rowling. She is the author of Harry Potter, those books. And many others that, of course, you know. Walt Disney, etc. Why did I show you this video? Because these are people who, in spite of their success, they have had failures. What is a failure? Failure is a negative part, something difficult, a problem, an obstacle that you meet, that you encounter, that you find when you are developing a project, when you have a project, when you have some objectives. Okay, so she, for example, J.K. Rowling, well, she wrote her book, but she could not publish it so easily. Why failures and success in this example? Because, as you can remember, these words, we use them to connect contrasting ideas. So in spite of the problem, she succeeded. She could do it. But that was an example, an option for you. You don't need to talk about failure, for example. You can talk about anything you want if you use them correctly. I also made a presentation. I'm going to show you an example of something you can do, something similar. Here I'm not talking about failure, as I told you, but I included the words, which is something we have to use in the presentation. It's so necessary. I will talk about Hertrodam in my presentation. Hertrodam is this woman. This is me, your teacher, a younger version of your teacher. This was another teacher I had. I was here at school. Hertrodam, this person here. Well, I met Hertrodam in Overijs, Belgium. Overijs is this little town, this little village in the north of Belgium. There you can see Belgium. This is a map of Europe. It was 2017. I was at school there in Belgium, and she was my teacher. There you have it. Here I have two sentences in which I used the words we are talking about, the words we are learning. I will read them. Even though she works as a teacher at a school, she finds time to practice music. Although she is a very good musician, she teaches languages. Yes, Hertra was my language teacher at school. I was learning Dutch. Dutch is the language that is spoken in the Netherlands and Belgium. These are the Netherlands, a country, and this is Belgium. Dutch is the official language of the Netherlands and of Belgium. In Belgium, they also speak French and German, but in the north they speak Dutch. So I was learning Dutch. He was my teacher. And music, well, during the classes, we often had conversations. we talked, and I discovered that she could play the piano very well. In spite of her work, in spite of her job as a teacher, she learned and she practiced the piano every day. But piano, if she has a violoncello, well, despite the fact that she could play the piano very well, she learned to play the violoncello and became a remarkable violoncellist. Remarkable. What is remarkable? Very good. When you have very good skills, when you are talented, outstanding. Yes, so she not only played the piano, but she decided to play cello after that, and she became very good. You will see why. Oh, only with enough practice and discipline, she was able to take part in a concert in the town hall of the city of Brussels. Okay, so here she was in a concert and she's here with her cello. With enough practice, repeating, and discipline, when you are always doing it, when you don't stop. With practice and discipline, she participated in a concert in this building, the town hall. This is a very important building of the country, This is in the town center. This is downtown, a very popular square. And well, she with her colleagues, with her team, the other members of the concert, they played together over there. In spite of her musical talent, she has never stopped to be a teacher at school, where she teaches students to be disciplined and passionate about their dreams. So I asked her, "Hey teacher, Hertra, you are very good with music. You play in concerts. You can play piano and cello. Why don't you stop to be a teacher and do that for the rest of your life? You can be but you can actually do only music." And she said, "No, I really I like both parts. I like to teach languages and I like to play." She said that she liked those two lives. All right. I was surprised when she told me that, because being a teacher, well, I noticed it was difficult. She had a lot of things to do. And she doesn't want to stop. She is still a teacher and she improves her skills. Though she has been mastering her skills for many years, she would often say that it is not enough and that there is still a lot to learn. So mastering is becoming very good, even better, one of the best. When you try to be one of the best, learning, practicing. And so she thinks that you always have to practice. You can never stop. A person can be very good, but if this person stops, if this person does not keep practicing well, that is dangerous, because you can lose your skill. So we also have to practice always. She thought that it was not enough practice, so she practiced every day, as we do. We have to practice enough, and it is not enough yet with our languages. That was my presentation then. Now you have an idea. It's very simple, but you can also include more words. I actually have a rubric. I will tell you how you have to make it. And the more you add, the more you say, the better for you, more points for you, okay? And also, we have to see some images. And for that, well, to start right now, we will have a few minutes. You will make some pairs. We're going to make it together because we need to discuss, we need to talk with our classmates. You have to choose a person you admire.